Glee Club will have a program all on its own on the 1st of March, the Friday night of our junior family weekend. And for the last year or more, we've been thinking about a way to pay tribute to the great American philosopher, sociologist, activist, writer, and poet, W.E.B. Du Bois, a graduate of Harvard, first African-American PhD, earned right here at Harvard. And it's a painful story in both Du Bois's life and in the Glee Club's history. At various points in two different autobiographies, as Du Bois is reflecting later in his life on his experience at Harvard, speaks to the disappointment he felt by being rejected from the Glee Club. Rejected in his mind for reasons that had nothing to do with anything other than the color of his skin. And what's important to remember about this is that he's not writing this as a 23-year-old or a 30-year-old, but actually into his 80s. He lived a very long life. So we're thinking about a way to pay tribute, to honor him, not to make ourselves feel guilty or to try and assuage ourselves of the sins of the past, but to account for our history in a way that sort of considers the simple idea. Du Bois never forgot about the Glee Club, so how might we remember him? And if he was with us today, what kind of music, what kind of experience might he want us to project to our audiences? What kinds of questions would he want us to ask? And our intent is not to moralize, our intent is not to politicize, it's not to sort of make a monolithic statement about particular issues, but to use the power of art, and certainly in our rehearsals, a certain approach and conversation to really speak to not only our history, but really to sort of sound warnings into the future and to grapple with some of the most important issues of our time. We actually have a student in the choir who's writing a piece setting Du Bois' text. And this is a part of our brand new Harvard Choruses New Music Initiative. We have a mentoring program now for undergraduate composers. And this student, Nathan Robinson, who's a junior in the group, is setting Du Bois. And I actually don't know of a choral piece that sets Du Bois. There's poetry by Du Bois. There's, of course, his more philosophical writings. There's the histories that he wrote about World War I and other eras. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how this piece comes together and how the whole concert comes together. And we're not going to be planning or performing this concert in a vacuum. We've been connecting to my colleague Cornel West, who's currently teaching a course in African and African American studies on the legacy of Du Bois, reaching out to some PhD students here and some recent fellows at the Radcliffe Institute who've done a lot of really wonderful work providing new insights and understandings of Du Bois and his legacy. We're also going to be collaborating with the wonderful Boston Children's Chorus and their conductor, Anthony Tresick King. Boston Children's Chorus is an incredible organization, really unique, I think, here in Boston, in that their mission is not only to aspire for excellence in music education, but in social justice education. And they have a wonderful young men's chorus. In fact, we have a few of their alums singing now in the Harvard choruses. And so it's been a wonderful partnership we've had over the years, as well as our partnership with the Ashmont Choir in Dorchester. So we're really hoping to draw upon not only folks here at the university with the expertise that can inform the way we think about and curate the program, but also folks in the community as well who can help us provide deeper perspectives on the meaning and questions of many of these issues that we'll explore.